just made a video a little bit ago talking about my house and how everything's busted. Well, not everything's busted. Things just breaking down. Luckily, I got the money saved up to pay for it. And it got me thinking, how many people think like I do? You got to be smart with your money. Always save. Now, I'm no financial guru. I can't tell you anything about bank stuff or investments. I can't tell you about IRAs or 401k stuff. I can't tell you about any of that because I don't know any of it. All the stuff I know about money, I've learned the hard way. Luckily, I learned it early. But you got to be smart with your money. Sit down and do a budget for every single thing you need a month. Write down your rent, when it's due, how much it is. Write down your utility costs, a general idea of what it is for that time of year, because your electric's going to be higher in the summer due to your air conditioner running, and your gas is going to be real low because pretty much your water heater is the only thing using gas. And then during the winter, your electric's going to be lower because you're not using your air conditioner, but your gas is going to be higher because you're using your heater. So write down a general idea of, for that time of year, what your bills are going to be, when, how often they're due, or just, if it's a bill that's due weekly, write that down, but multiply it by 4. There's your monthly cost. Write down when they're due and how much they're going to be, and do that for every single bill that you have. Car payment, the amount of gas you're going to put in that car for that month. Phone bill, an idea of monthly grocery bill. Daycare, if you have daycare. Car insurance, health insurance. Write down everything you can possibly think of. And then write down a general amount of how much you're going to get on your paycheck. And that will let you know real quick if you need to save your money or if you can spend a little bit. And so if you make $2,000 a month and you've got $1,700 a month in bills, that should tell you you shouldn't be spending anything. You should take that extra $300 and stash it away, because at some point something will happen to where you're going to need a little bit of extra cushion. You're going to either be, your hours might be cut at work, or you might get hurt and you can't go to work for a couple of days. You might get sick and miss a couple of days of work. Well, you miss 2-3 days at work because you're sick. There's 2 or 3 days less on your paycheck, which adds up. So it's nice to go, okay, yeah, I missed 3 days, so I have that much less on my paycheck, but luckily I have this money that I set aside ahead of time for just in case. And that's the best way to do it. Set cash to the side, set it in a savings account. Just keep an eye, have it there. That way at a moment's notice you can access it, but only use it for emergencies. The idea with that account is to watch it grow. Every time you put money in there, you just watch that amount get higher and higher and higher. And I hate seeing that savings account drop. I hate pulling money out of it. I like it to stay where it is or get higher. I don't want to ever pull money out of it. It's a like a self-discipline kind of thing, because yeah, there's been times I said, hey man, I really want this new gun. I could probably get away with pulling out $200 out of savings and replace it later. Wrong. I didn't do it, and I'm glad I didn't. Because that $200 saved my butt. Having that set to the side. So it's a big self-discipline kind of thing. A lot of people say, well, that's not living. That's just being around. You know, you can't always just save your money and not have any fun. Well, yeah, you can. I've been doing it for years. I don't go out to eat. I don't go to bars. I don't really go out and hang out places a lot because I know that it's more beneficial to me to save that money. Hold on a second. But people go, oh, that's not living. You can't live like that. Yes, you can. It's not a matter of you can't live like that. It's a matter of you don't want to live like that. And if you want to go out, having fun, spending money, hanging out with friends, buying things that aren't going to benefit you in the long run, oh, let's go out to eat. There's $20. You're not going to get back, and it's not going to last, because guess what? You're going to be hungry tomorrow. See, I don't go out to eat, but maybe twice a year. Because if I do, I know it's going to cost me at least $40. And that's just if it's my wife and I. We go out maybe for our anniversary, or maybe one other time if we have a gift card. And that's how we pay for that. If we get a gift card, we'll go out to eat, because then it doesn't really come out of pocket. You don't need to go do that. If your friends say, hey, you want to go out and get something to eat? Say, no, I'm good. Don't eat out while you're at work. Get you what I do every week. I get 2 loaves of bread, a thing of peanut butter or 2, and a jar of jelly. And I eat peanut butter and jelly every day for lunch and breakfast. Because it's cheap. That bread, peanut butter, and jelly will last all week. And it's delicious. People go to McDonald's and order off the dollar menu. So, okay, yeah, it was only $5. But you got to think, you do something like that every day. You hit a little restaurant with a dollar menu, it costs you $5 a day. Yeah, it's only $5. But that there's $25 a week, which transfers into $100 a month. See how that adds up? I used to do that until I started realizing I was spending like $50 a week at the gas station for a sandwich and a bag of chips, maybe a couple of cans of tea. I thought, wow, well, there's where a lot of my money's going. And then I went through and looked at my budget, added up everything on my credit card and my checking account, and I found out I was blowing about $1,000 a month just on, oh, here's a pack of gum here, a cup of coffee there, oh, I'll just grab a little thing here, a little thing there. Boy, that donut looks really good. I got to get that donut. Because I got like a donut fetish. I love donuts. But after a little while of training myself, I passed up the donut shop. A lot of people will get a credit card. They say this credit card's for emergencies only. That's a bad idea. Why in the world would you get a credit card for an emergency? Say, well, that way if something happens, my car breaks down, costs $1,000 to get fixed. I don't have that $1,000, or air conditioner goes out, $1,200. Well, I don't have that, but I need a car. I don't have that money, but I need an air conditioner. So they put it on a credit card. Well, guess what? That credit card has a bill every month. So all you're doing is buying yourself time to forget to save that money. Where if you have that $1,000 saved up, that $1,200 saved up, you'll be all right. You won't be happy with spending it, but you have it, and you're dang good happy that you have it. So, if you have a credit card, do not spend any money on that card that you do not have at your immediate disposal to pay off. I used mine. I had to get mine to build credit to get my house loan. I had no credit because everything in my life that I had bought, I paid cash for. Well, I had no credit history. So I got the credit card and I used it for monthly bills because that's money that I had budgeted that I was going to have and spend anyway. If I had $1,500 worth of bills that I was paying anyway, I just used that. I used the credit card for that. And as soon as I paid that bill with it, I would get the money and I would pay off the bill the same day. You don't have to wait until that monthly day comes along to pay the whole thing. You spend it, you pay it. You spend it, you pay it. And over time, that builds up my credit history to where I could get the loan. Because they showed that I had 100% on-time payments. I wasn't using, I may use half of my credit limit. And so I'm not relying on the credit card to live. I'm using it, but I'm not relying on it. And I paid off every single thing that I spent. So even if you say, oh, well, it's just for emergencies, like I said, you spend that $1,000 on there, what did you do? You just bought yourself 2 weeks. You may not have $1,000 once that 2 weeks comes. So you go, okay, well, I'll just make the minimum payment. Minimum payment, say, 25 bucks. You pay that 25 bucks off, that's going, it's going to take a long time to reach $1,000 off of paying off 25 bucks a month. Plus, you're not just paying back that 25 bucks, you're paying off the interest on that card also. So, you got to factor that into it. But, if you pay it off every month, I spent $1,000 on it, I paid off $1,000 to the company. You pay it off all the way every month. I don't think you'll have to pay any interest. I haven't had to pay any interest because there's no balance to roll over to the next month to make the interest calculation on. See? It works out. So don't get a credit card. Don't use it if you don't plan, or if you do not have that money immediately on hand to pay off what you got in full. Don't spend 10 bucks on it and say, oh, I'll just pay it on there, I'll pay it later. If you spend 10 bucks on it, physically take $10 out of your pocket or your safe or your bank account or whatever you got. Take $10 out and set it to the side. If you're not going to pay it off immediately, take that money and physically set it aside. That way, once that credit card bill comes, $250 credit card bill. You don't have to pull it out. You don't have to worry about it because you have $250 physically sitting somewhere that you can throw in the bank or send off to them. However you're going to pay it, you have that money there. Don't spend money that you don't have. If you pay off the minimum payment, it's going to take you forever to get that thing taken care of. And like I said earlier, with that $1,000 and you're paying off 25 bucks a month, that's going to take a long time to pay off that $1,000. But say 6 months later, when you're still paying off that 25 bucks a month, another emergency happens. Tire blows out. You need a new tire. Put another 100 bucks on the card. Now you've added that much. And so you're going to keep on paying longer and longer and longer, just racking up more and more debt. It amazes me how much people get themselves into trouble unnecessarily. Now I see there are some things that happen, medical bills, stuff like that, that it happens and it digs you into a hole. There's nothing you can do about it. But for the stuff that is manageable and avoidable, avoid it. So don't spend money you don't have, and save your extra money. You got an extra $100, y'all say, okay, I got paid $600 this week, 2 weeks, whatever you got. Well, my bills were only $500. Now I got an extra $100. Put it to the side. You don't have an extra $100. You have $100 in savings. That's what that should be. Oh, where am I going here? 64, 46. That is not it. A little bit farther down. There it comes. But do that. And then once you get to a certain point, if you get money for Christmas, money for a birthday, you get a bonus from work. Take that, manage it properly. If you have enough money in savings, do you think they can cover anything that comes up? Maybe take half of it, put it in savings, and then use the other half wisely. You know, if you're kind of iffy, like, well, I don't really know, you know, am I going to need this money for later, or should I blow it? Well, if you take it and it's unbudgeted money, split it, put half in savings, then if you want to, spend the other half on something fun. Or if you're not sure if you have enough in savings, put it in savings. You can never go wrong putting money in savings. Well, another way to have some below money, you could call it, you should never think of anything as below money. You're not rich enough to go out and waste money. Nobody is. But if you do want some spending money, you want to go out to dinner or get you a new gun, something like that. Do side jobs. That's what I do. Outside of work, yeah, it's a lot of hours and a lot of work, but it lets you have a little bit of fun. I have scrapped copper. I have a way, legally, don't get me wrong, I'm not stealing copper, but I'll strip wire, and once or twice a year, I'll take that in, and I'll trade that in. And that gives me a little bit of money. I can buy ammo or buy another gun, because that's unbudgeted money. It did not come out of any account. It's not money that I planned on spending on something else. I didn't transfer it from anywhere. It was just some side job money. Or like with the firewood business, that's not below money either. That's to help out with the bills at the house, help these random things that break, help pay for those. But what it boils down to is just be smart with your money, save your money, live broke. That's what I've been doing. Live broke. Even if you have money, live like you don't. If you've got, you've got everything taken care of, all bills paid off, and you've got $10,000 left over for just that month, still live like you're broke. Try to cut down on your bills. Try to drive less. Just keep your vehicle running. It doesn't need a big fancy sound system that's just going to get stolen anyway, because you're going around showing it off, bebopping all over the neighborhood, getting people's attention, and then now your stereo system becomes somebody else's stereo system. And it does happen. I've had it done twice. That's why none of my vehicles, one of them doesn't have a radio, and the other one just has an old basic 90s radio with a tape deck on it. But live broke, be smart with your money, do not spend money that you don't have. If you use a credit card, don't spend money that you don't have on hand. Pay the entire bill off every month. And then you can get into stuff once you've figured out how to manage your money well enough. I managed to buy a house because I planned early on with all of my money, trained myself how to do it, get into that mindset, live broke and save, live broke and save. I was able to save enough to buy a house. And once you start getting stuff more and more kind of built up, more money saved, you can throw some extra onto stuff like that. Things that are broken, you can fix them. Or I'm paying off my house early because I have a little bit extra money. I'll put some of it in savings, and I'll designate another portion of it to add extra principal on the house. Because of the money, of the hundreds and hundreds of dollars I pay on the house, I put only like 126 bucks of it goes towards principal, and then 126 bucks a month. That's going to take a long time to pay off the house. The rest of it goes towards taxes and homeowners insurance. What else? Interest. Most of it goes towards interest. And the quicker you pay it off, the better off you are. Say you buy a $100,000 house at whatever percentage, real loose numbers. You buy a $100,000 house, and if you make the bare minimum payments that you're supposed to every month, at the end of that 30-year loan, you've paid $230,000 for that $100,000 house. So why would I want to do that if I can avoid it? So I pay off extra principal every single month. That way, most of it goes towards principal, and then a little bit goes to wherever else it needs to be. Because they make the interest payment based off of the remaining principal. So if you have a lower remaining principal, you have to pay less interest. So I know it's been a real long video, but hopefully somebody will see this that's kind of wondering, what I'm doing now isn't working. What can I change? That's kind of how you change. You just got to be smarter with the money that you do have. Because they say with more money comes more problems. Have you ever noticed that? How, I make $1,000 a month and I have $800 worth of bills. Okay, well I need to get a job that pays me more money. So then you get a job that pays you $2,000 a month. Well, suddenly your spending is at $1,800 a month. It's the more your income goes up, the more your bills go up. I don't know why, but the more you make, the more you're going to spend. That's just how it works out. So it's not that you need to make more money to do what you need to do. It's that you need to be smarter with your money and make it work with what you got. So you got to just train yourself and work on it and be smart. It's common sense. So hopefully somebody will see this video and be in that spot where they're thinking, oh, everything's going downhill. I never have any money. And I've been doing this for this long and it's not working. What can I change? Sometimes you got to sit down, take a look at yourself and go, okay, I'm the problem. I'm the one that's spending too much money. I could be saving, but instead I'm doing this. You gotta think about it. So I know it was a really, really long video. Hopefully it helps somebody out. And I'm gonna keep on working. So y'all be good. We'll see you on the next one.